you doing this evening?
Hey,
Everybody.
hey,
Doing
on,
well.
on the road again.
Everybody is
That's
so
right.
busy, busy, busy,
Hello.
busy. So how was your day today? And make it brief.
Long, long.
Why are you looking
Long.
like that?
It's getting longer by I don't know what it is. It's just
The
getting
day,
longer.
the days are getting shorter, but the days is longer at the same time.
The work days are longer.
I think it feels longer. I haven't gotten to the point where I was just saying this to Keisha where I start getting to the fall mode because it get dark. Then I
Right.
run quickly to get in the bed like at 6 o'clock because I just want to just chillax. You know what I mean? I know I'm older now. I'm telling you, people just don't know. 8:30, 9 o'clock, please don't call. I'm sorry, unless it's a dire emergency because I want to go to bed and go to sleep.
And I
Uh,
wake up at that time. I'm ready to go.
And I finally got my brother to understand because my brother is like, I don't know what juice he run on because both of us are sports fanatics, okay? But I'm not loving nobody that much where 9 o'clock, I want to see you. You see what I'm saying? So, the Phillies on, the Eagles on, the Steelers on, all this stuff is on, and he'll be like calling me, and he'll be laying in his bed, FaceTime me. I'm like, I can hear it because I put my phone on the other side of the room. That means I can't get up and answer you. You know what I mean? So now he stops. He doesn't do it. He'll call me early in the morning, but it's just this time of the year. So this brings me to this one. And I just thought of this one because I just see a lot of reverb about consequences of this election cycle. And I don't know how you guys feel, but do you feel like fear or anxiety from this election?
Absolutely.
I
I,
do. I really do.
okay. And let's just elaborate on that because I don't want to go first because I think mine is too long and drawn out why I feel like I feel. But Celeste, why do you feel fear?
I know I, it's bad when I'm going to say this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to tolerate anybody saying anything to me on that day. I need to go take care of my business. No, seriously, I don't want to hear nothing. And I know I'm acting childish because right now I'm about to go across the street and snatch this sign out of somebody's yard that's across the street. I'm in my whole feelings. Like you, like my daughter called me on the phone. Did you see the sign? I'm like, what sign? Go get it. Like I don't want to be in that mode, and that's how I feel like I might be the next couple of days, the few days leading up to it. So I'm fearful of my reaction to the foolishness.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I know that sounds weird, but that's how I feel.
Oh,
Like just let's not even talk about it if you have anything that you want to say that's inappropriate to me. That's how I feel.
I feel you. I feel you. Chauncey?
I don't know if it's fear, anxiety, um, concern. I know it's concern.
Hmm.
Um, I try not to live in fear when it comes to anything.
Hmm.
And the anxiety I felt most recently was more about losing my brother and the grief that I was dealing with. So I'm not aligning any of those together, but I have concern, right? Um, I may not know what the future holds, but I definitely know who holds it, right?
Hmm.
On that end. But where I'm more concerned about are where we used to live in a society where, okay, you can have your politics and I can have my politics and we try to coexist.
Mm-hmm.
But now your politics, in the words of James Baldwin, if I'm paraphrasing, are deep rooted in my oppression and the oppression of my people and those who are less fortunate. And I don't know if I can
Mm-hmm.
really see the other side of that. So when you try to
Oh,
justify who you want to vote for and it's that person, I just can't reconcile that for some reason. I just can't seem to reconcile it because then now you're choosing party over the right thing. And it was never supposed to be about that, right? Ever at any
Mm-hmm.
time, you know? And so that's where I am. And that means I don't know where I am.
that's
Yeah.
that's
That's
so
how we all
Yeah,
feel
we
out there.
and
understand.
I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah,
We all,
Keisha,
yeah.
go ahead, Keisha.
My concern is I just hope that there is no last minute shenanigans that totally something happens that there's no voting or that someone is disenfranchising people's right to vote or some kind of trickery that's going on at the last minute where it's like this happened what and so I have a fear. I'm like you, Chauncey. You're not supposed to fear anything. That is not
Right.
what's. I have a deep concern about that. I'm concerned that not enough of us will take this seriously enough to get out to vote. And so those are the two things that I'm really concerned about.
Well, I'm going to change mine and say I'm not fearful either, but I'm fearful. They should be fearful. Okay. I ain't trying to play with it. I'm not really playing. That's how I feel. I'm sorry, Kim. Go ahead.
No, I think I'm just a combination of all of y'all because I think I'm leaning more to your side, Celeste, because I get agitated real quick and I don't like people to meet that agitated side of me. And so sometimes now that I feel that people are purposely trying to, stir the pot on bullshit, what I mean, that's going on here. I just it's best that I work from home and stay away from people because I'm not even saying the people that we know is waving that red hat. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about people start saying some really off the cuff crap, and it's causing a lot of confusion in my head. When I say in my head, like I try to position which way I can curse you out and maybe still love you afterwards. And then, I'm being honest because, and I'm really trying not to get to that level, but and I don't want to live in fear either because I know that's not what has designed me to be. You know what I mean? Because I should never fear anything because God is the rule and control of every single thing that's going on. But when I say anxious, I'm anxious like you, Keisha. What is the next shenanigan that's going to drop to cause people to be more confused or start making up stuff? Or what's going to happen when you say that in the state of New Jersey you got to have your birth certificate, your passport, and even if you don't have one you can't vote or some craziness coming?
Yes.
Or these states that wait until now to purge their voter registration logs, like now is the time that you want to do it.
That's concerning. And I'll be honest with you, what concerns me more than anything is where people say they're going to do something, you have to believe they're going to do it. You see what I'm saying? You talk about bloodbaths and things like that. Like I start to envision, I'm like you kind of, Keisha, I don't really want to engage in the news or anything anymore. Like I was looking at freaking Casper today because I was like, I didn't even want to see like anything that's going on. I used to be an MSNBC person, look at it during the day while I'm working, you know what I mean, hit Tam Hall and all this stuff. I look at cartoons, I look at good times. I never stop looking at good times, I ain't gonna lie. I look at all the things that I can be joyful about. I'll get consumed in what's going on because I just know that something is on the horizon. I don't know if y'all feel like something is on the horizon.
That's the only way they could even get close to winning. Yeah.
Right, and exactly. I'm afraid there's going to be a lot of cheating.
Okay.
A lot of cheating.
But they not in charge, and we all said that without saying.
That's right. But
it's still not. You know what I'm saying? But it's just annoying. It's just annoying, and I don't want anybody to think that we are violent people because even though Kim is going to pop off, that's not how we roll every day. But
every other day,
violence that's coming to us will get met by defending ourselves. And some of the stuff that I've been hearing is so cruel and so mean. Like, it's just ridiculous stuff. And I'm not going to continue to allow you to just keep talking to me like I don't represent who you talking about and what you got to stop doing that.
Right.
Like what you come see for something that the group you talking about is me. Okay.
Exactly.
And the fact that, like I said, this is not a normal election.
No.
The last 3 elections were not normal elections.
No.
And so with that being the case, I think that is where the deep concern is coming in for everyone. It just all of a sudden just went off the rails. and became something that it's never been before. And it's one thing to feel like have a fear of the unknown, but it's something totally different to it's just a wild card every single time. And like I said, if you had some normal person running on an opposition ticket, it would be okay. But this is not normal. It is not normal. The person running for president is not normal. The person running for vice president is not normal. And so we're just living in this land of crazy right now. And I think that's the concern. It just like, what? Are you kidding me?
Taking my mother for early voting because I don't want no smoke.
Right.
You don't want to have no smoke. You ain't supposed to bring your piece to the place. You understand? Because when you taking, we bring in the elderly, we bring in people who need assistance, and yeah, I'm taking her early.
Really, I gotta check on my mom because where my mom live at, my mom, like where I live at, I'm close to Philadelphia, so I don't worry. It's you know what I mean. I don't worry that somebody is like gonna be riding with a flag in their truck and want to throw somebody in the back and run off and be crazy. But where my mom live at, it's really rural. You know what I mean? And when I say they don't really care, like there is no neighbor, and so when you see the neighbor house, you be like, I know what's going on there. You know what I mean? So, and my mom is 85. You see what I'm saying? So I you know, matter of fact, I got a call when I get off of here because she ain't called me back today and she's going to the supermarket. I'm like, these things I had to check up on her because people have lost their last living bitty mind. I had never, and I kind of jump on this with you, Chauncey. I had never ever thought we would come to this type of rhetoric for an election when you saw people trying to run for president get dismissed over laughing at the podium. Well,
I remember that.
You remember? They literally took that and I can't even remember his name.
But he said,
yeah, and that was the end of him.
That was it.
Like how did we get here? You know what I mean? How do we? Well, I know how we got here, but I'm just saying, are we really here? Are we really?
We are. We are. We are.
We worry about everybody's feelings and what they think, and everybody just.
It's a bunch of foolishness, and I just want to close this up with this. Everything is tactfully being put in front of us, and I say that we're in a strike with the longshoremen. Don't think that's just about a union issue because it is not. You know what I mean? It is not. So we work for union. That right there is not about that at all.
Of course
because
not.
You can't tell me you sitting in the office talking to the other one with the red hat, and now you say we're going to cripple the United States. That's not how union people work. You see what I'm saying? They don't. So when I say this, do we have to suffer it out? We probably will have to suffer it out. I'm just saying. But it's all actually planned. Because if they go to this extreme, you know that if he got in there, what the extreme would be. That's the point I'm saying. The extreme of him being in there is what I really have heartburn about. That.
And the crazy part is it's those working against their own interests. They are really working against your own interests. And I'm like, really? Okay.
Because let's keep it real. They hate you more than they hate their interests.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to. They hate you more than their own interest. They'd rather fall to the ground and
just as long as you don't have those rights. I'm good.
And I'm trying to decide, do you hate me or are you drinking the Kool-Aid? Either one is good. But this is giving very Jim Jones. Like I feel like this is very
like
I'm just like
but the reason why I say they hate you because even think about when President Obama was in office, a scholar, a constitutionalist, you know what I mean? You compare him to this person, that is not even a comparison. You see what I'm saying? So the hate for what he represented and I had a friend that told me this when he was in office in his last term, that this was coming. They were in the background getting built up because they just felt like nobody of color should hold a position like this. So they get the lowest deplorable person that you can
Yeah,
possibly get to
was
go
a state
up there.
fair.
You talk about a
Mhm.
criminal, and if we think about criminal, we know people that have felonies and stuff like that struggle through life because they can't even get a basic job.
Donald.
So then you want to run the country? You can do
Mhm.
all things. And I'm just saying, this is not right. This is not right. And I just pray, and I say this literally, I pray that people do what's right. You can't count on the cult members. Don't I mean really? There's no way they're going to change their mind. If anything, and I don't know if I said this to you, Chauncey, or you, Keisha, even after this election passes and go, it's going to be somebody else because they're not going to
Right. Because the floodgate has opened up.
they're
And
not going
what,
to up.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, of this type of politics and this type of behavior, okay, now I see there's a blueprint for me to do this. So of
Yep.
course, you're gonna have people do that. And what you were referring to, anytime that we meet the bar of their standards,
Mhm.
the bar is always moved. And we meet it and we surpass it and we do well,
Mhm.
it's moved.
Moved a little
Just to
further.
think that, oh, he was just a organizer. Remember all of that, or he's an elitist. He went to the same school that the previous presidents went to,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Talking about Obama. And he met and met all of the criteria. So they had to make up something. So then it's, oh, we don't need that. He was just a community organizer and we're just gonna
And then we're gonna
or
big
like
them
you
out.
say, go the polar opposite and
Mhm.
then make the person who did what you said was what was the standard and
Mhm.
made that be the wrong thing. It happens every time in every situation.
And because President Obama, Michelle Obama, people like that have excelled in life, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? That is to them, they I don't care what you did, you still are not worthy to have the office of presidency, the first lady, all those kind of things that came with the reward of them doing almost living like a structured continual pattern of getting to the presidency. Now there is no there is no roadmap to the presidency. You
Mm-mm.
if you are the most deplorable and you are the person that sings hatred and all these things that doesn't motivate people, because don't you want to look at the president and say, gosh, you motivate me to do better. You know what I mean? You motivate me to make sure my kids are doing better. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you a god or anything like that, but what you represent is what people should be
Mhm.
proud of.
Precisely.
I can't
Mhm.
look at that because when that 4 years passed, I was like,
Yeah.
hallelujah, I hope it never come back again. You know what I mean? But now we're in a worse space. We're in a worse space. We got
They're
war,
gonna mess around and find out this time.
and they're gonna mess around and find out because all the things that you want to vote against your own interests.
Mhm.
This is a perfect opportunity. You've seen a hurricane run through the Bible Belt, and these people in these rural areas don't have
Yeah.
water or none of these things, and you want to blame the government, but you don't need the government. Remember that? You don't need anybody because you believe what other people tell you, and you ain't even prepared for anything. You're just here. You know what I mean? To be hateful, and that's what is really like disgusting with all this stuff. So to wrap this up, final thoughts. Because y'all would have me going all night long. Y'all be like, turn that damn camera off because something is wrong with her.
My final thought is not a nice thought. I just want everybody to know
Not with nothing that's nice. So,
that after we win this election and y'all still bring the noise, y'all gonna mess around and find out. Because we ain't the same people we was before.
FIFO. Just remember FIFO. Chauncey, you know what FIFO is now, don't you?
I do. I do. So all I'm saying,
We just
FIFO.
not. And it don't have to be violent.
Can
But
y'all
we
make a shirt for
aspire,
me
you
that?
know what I'm saying?
Can y'all make me one of them shirts? I need it before the election.
Oh, what,
FIFO.
50?
FIFO.
five.
50. Okay.
FIFO. You know what
50.
FIFO is, right?
Mhm.
No.
F around and find out.
Find out.
That's what, yeah, but see, oh, that's the cute way to say it. I want they fuck around and find out.
Mhm.
Can y'all
Because,
make a shirt like that? Because I really just put the initials FIFO on there. Because I
okay,
want to wear that. I want to wear that. And then I just want to have somebody just sitting, like, put a little symbol beside it like this with the little finger like this, and then they know.
They gotta know, and for real and seriously, you gotta know. We don't have to all have fights with our hands and all of that stuff, but we're not gonna let you just do whatever you want to do.
No.
Please know that.
Apple.
Yeah.
Final, final thoughts.
We have to do better. That's my final thought. We just have to do better. We have to think for ourselves, and we have to hear what people are saying. Listen, hear what people are saying. I think that will tell us everything. I'm sorry.
Keisha?
My final thought is to tell people, don't be lax. Don't relax in this. Really go out and do your part. Really vote. Please vote. That's it.
And my final thought is we have a small amount of time left. Please do what you can. Volunteer. Make sure you check in with your friends and that really are your friends, that they're registered to vote. Make sure you check in your state when is the last day to register. You know what I mean? You might need to put that on your social media. Hey, in New Jersey, October the 16th is the last day you can register. You know what I mean? Because, hey, you rather look at social media than go to the registrar and see what time when you can stop voting. Just these little things will help, you know what I mean? And check on the elderly, you know what I mean? Because they need rides to the polls. Guess what? They give you time off from work. Make sure you're looking out for people. Great episode, y'all. So joining me tonight is
It's your girl Celeste.
It's Chauncey.
I'm Keisha.
and I'm your girl Kimmy. Join us next Wednesday for a new episode. We're just gonna end it like that. Take care, and we'll see you in November. Well, no, we're not. We're gonna see you next Wednesday. All right, guys. Take care.
Good night.
Bye.